to the Nivedita and Dianne show. Welcome, everyone. I just want to say, you know what? Grab a friend, tell them to check us out, have some fun. Here we talk about so many things, and there's so many things we can talk about. And welcome, Nivedita Saraswati, to the show.
Thank you. Thank you, Dianne. So good to see you again. It
Yeah,
seems ages, but it's only been a few days since we saw each other.
I know. You know what? It's been, and again, just briefly introduce ourselves. We can get that out of the way. So why
Yes.
don't you go ahead?
Okay. Well, my name's Nivedita Saraswati, and I live in Australia. And I'm the director and owner of my virtual healing center. My business is an online business that helps people with all aspects of life. And I have many, many modalities to help you with your happiness, well being, and your wealth and coaching. So I do many things. I wear many hats. So I'm here to help you. Thank you.
Lovely, lovely. Thank you. And for myself, most people may or may not know me. My name is Dianne Ojar. I'm here in Toronto. Niveditas in Australia. I wear many hats. I have my own traditional business and media, but I'm also have the experiential coach. Ignite your business. I do so many different modalities: NLP, neuro linguistic programming, hypnotherapy, as well as Tao hands practitioner, and radio, TV, many hats. But most of all, what it is I love doing, and it's like it's so effortless, is really helping you experience that experiential breakthrough. And I'm telling you, it is an experiential breakthrough experience. So whether it be the elephant in the room or whether it be one-on-one, we've done many series, and the Vita has so many things in my brain. I can't wait until after I do my exams and so forth. Many things coming up in April. So check it out. And we hope to, again, one of the things I want people to know is stop sitting on the fence. For many, many years, Nivedita has experienced for over 60 years. She was sitting there with something that she had no idea what was bothering her until she was in the right place at the right time, and it changed her life. And this is what I want for everyone else, whether it be whoever you work with, stop sitting on the fence about that. And, I will talk about something a little bit later where, well, maybe I'll do it now. In life, you have two choices. You can sit there and suffer and claim and be, I'm just paraphrasing it, what the Satya had said, and be a victim and just tell everybody I'm wounded, I'm wounded. However, what if you took those experiences and make it into something where you become wise and stronger with those experiences? Your weakness can become your strength in life. So I want to, and I'm just giving a very short version of it. I just want people to say, stop saying you're wounded. Take those wounds. We have to go through the wounds and the struggles and the suffering in order to get to where we are. How else would we be able to resonate with people and talk to people about the experience? Like I said to people, don't ask me about coffee. I don't drink coffee. I don't like coffee. Coffee makes me nauseous and sick. So don't ask me about coffee. Right? So again, this is what I'm talking about. I got to talk the talk. And what we're talking about here for the next hour is our life experiences, what we've gone through. So on that note, I would like to say, take your experience and make lemonade out of it. What are your thoughts about that, Nivita? We just dive into whatever comes out of our mouth.
That's exactly right. And I'm a great testament for what Dianne says about being wounded, because I didn't realize that I had a huge wound from childhood until having a chat with Dianne, and she identified it. And it was like I was hit on the head with a sledgehammer, because part of your consciousness, or all of your consciousness, your unconscious mind, knows what the problem is, but it can be difficult for you to identify it because you have so many roadblocks in the way. So when these roadblocks are cleared away and you can identify and see how this wound has been affecting you all your life, then you know that it's time to change and that you have the power to change, which is really, really wonderful, and empower yourself to be whatever you want to be, which is really, really important, your authentic self. So Dianne has facilitated that in within me, and I'm very grateful for that. It's been a beautiful journey, and we all have many, many gifts and talents that we can offer people to help them on their journey. So this is what this show is about. We share what we've experienced, and if that resonates with you, well, wow, that's great. If it triggers something in you, that's amazing. That's awesome. So
Yeah.
let's get on with it.
And here's the thing about it. It's not here to promote myself. We talk, and if you resonate, fine. The fact is, it's about over 60 years, and you have been a healer for like 40 years or plus. And
More.
40 years plus. And after 60 years, after being a teenager and 60 years after, you had this wound for like 60 years, although you
That's
were
right.
here. So you never know who's going to come in your path and just open up that door for you. So don't dismiss it. People come into your life for a reason. Here's one of the things that happened on the weekend. I was invited, as well as a few other people that you may know, Sunny Wong as well, and Dr. Jerome Tilak Singh, and a few other people globally. So it was people all over the world to have a discussion in Nigeria about the boy wounded. And I spoke about, and there were different people from different boys' organizations there, as well as, talk about education. And I was talking about healing. And, even you have 10 minutes, it's just so much you can say. But at the end, what I did say was, everybody want to heal. Everybody want to heal themselves and heal the child, and how you help the child. And I said to them, eventually, and I talked about self-love and so forth. But we want our children to have self-love. We want our children to do this. We want to help our children. Our children are wounded. But here's the thing. And I said this. You can't help the children until you also help the parents and the siblings. Where did you think they come from? Every day they come from the household. So if there's a lot of chaos in the household, how in the world do you expect this child to feel? I know people in my life who has never had that relationship with parents or grandparents or love. And I said to them, I said, if I ask every single one of you if you love yourself, we've done a show not a show, we did a workshop about that an evening. And I rated everyone. So if you want to help your children, you want to help your spouse, you also have to start within you. What are your thoughts on that? And then they got it. It's like, yeah, we need to have a discussion with the parents about the parents now. I said, yes.
Yes, and to do the inner child healing as well, that's so important, because that inner child is suffering, and everyone has problems with inner child. That's why inner child work is so popular. And it's really important to address that part of the psyche that you have which is truly wounded and truly suffering and remains suffering until it gets acknowledged.
Absolutely. And what it is, we talk about the feminine energy as well. So here is what happened too, is that a couple weeks back, last month sometime, I did a workshop, vision board workshop with 2 age groups in Nigeria, in Lagos. And the reason I'm saying this is because, I don't know, this is probably what we're supposed to talk about. And there's this one young man who I've taken upon myself. I only spoke to him once, and he wants to be a petroleum engineer. And he said he had asked a question at the end: can he change his mind and follow his passion? And I said yes. He waited that night for Ola Akinwe, who we had, and he heard the story the last week. And to follow up, now he's going to be communicating with me, because I feel like there's some connection I have with him. So I've took it upon myself to do whatever I can do to help him. get to what he wants in life. So I want everybody to reach out to another child and inspire them to become whatever they choose to be, whichever part of the world you're talking about. This is what it is. It's more than just helping the child. This is how we reach out. This is what we need to do. This is, you would be surprised that one day that child would be, he's the one taking care of you. And you don't have to adopt anybody, but there's something about this that really open up the heart and soul of this whole thing. But I'm saying to you, there's a lot of, if you want to really heal yourself, reach out and help to heal someone else.
You can sponsor a child.
You can sponsor a child as well. So this is what I want to say to you. That's what I did. And then also I got an air fryer, which I started to, that's like a whole other story. It's like this kid, but it's starting to want to eat healthier, and it's been amazing what I've been doing with it. So that was kind of like my week. Not to mention I've been dedicating it. Well, I should be doing more, and I will confess in regards to my homework for my testing and purification. But this is what we've been doing. What was your week like? What have you done to take it forward in your journey, or empowering, or reaching out? And we want to hear from everyone. Or catch us on the replay. If you have a comment, put in the comment, tell us. And you know what? At the end, I'm going to show you something. So while Nivedita talks about that, I'm just going to bring out a little toy here. So Nivedita, and I know I put something as well, but that's okay.
So my week has been a week of, because my husband's been away for the past 3 weeks, traveling with friends, exploring the interesting places in Australia, like staying in a hotel that was built underground and all of that sort of thing, and generally having fun in amongst all, a few disasters with storms and things like that, which is expected. My week has been one of study, because I'm studying weight management for obesity in adults and children. So, and I'm nearly at the end of this study, which gives me an allied health practitioner certification, so that I can be a weight management consultant. So I've been really into the last 2 units or more of my study, and I'll be qualified in May to be a consultant. So I'm really looking forward to the finished product of that. So I've been studying hard with all the intriguing and interesting topics that you have to study apart from the business perspective and everything like that, which, I'm more into the hands-on, help people. And the business part of it doesn't always gel in my head. So I'm having to sort of sit and really focus on that. So this is what I've been focusing on this week, and spending more time with my cats, my boys, because normally they absolutely love my husband. They want to sit all over him at all time, and take it his time. They love his attention. But my attention is always, studying and stuff like that. So they've been trying to get from me what they usually get from my husband, and so we've had this little interaction that we don't normally have, but it's been fun at the same time. So everything is about life and about having fun and enjoying what you're doing and really expanding your consciousness.
Absolutely. Do I have permission to kind of hint to people your age, and there's a reason for that?
Okay.
Okay. So Nivedita, wait for this, is 74 years old. And I've been waiting to say that for as long as I could say it, because she never wanted to. But I heard her in a video say it. So I'm like, okay, here's what she's been doing. Did you hear what she's been doing? She's also going to do she's going to record the journey of weight loss, her weight loss as well. And I'm telling you, she's sitting on I keep saying this, she's sitting on a piano bench with no backrest. This is how she is all day. She's doing this. She's doing other things. She does more recordings. She can do it. She's taken her wound and she's made it, it's empowered her, and she's empowering other people even with her story. So nobody has an excuse here for me.
And I teach yoga as well. I teach therapeutic yoga for people my age as well, which is a lot of fun. And I have a really great group of students, which is really amazing. We go for coffee after our yoga classes and and have fun and, you know, talk about all the woes of the world, etc., and all the possibilities.
Well, here's the other thing. Niveditas is 74, but that doesn't mean she doesn't come. It doesn't come with challenges. She has her daily challenges that you were just saying before. Don't believe, but she has to work at that, and there's no question. One of the things, this is not where I was going with this, but one of the things that right now she has there, and I just happened to, and I'm just going to briefly introduce this. This is, like I said, I'm not here to convince anyone. This is not what we're doing. But we do use transformative art calligraphy. And I am telling you, I have scoliosis. I've had scoliosis since like I was 10, 11. And I'm saying to you that what we've been doing, we have been working when this calligraphy, which is Dao Bei, which means Dao, this the back, so the back. I actually, when it was written, that day I was lying down, I wasn't feeling well because I've been not well. And actually, when our math teacher, Dr. Jigon Shah, actually wrote that calligraphy, and I was like, And I'm telling you, my back just, my spine. If you know me, you'll understand what I'm saying. Not only that happened, also there was a kink in my neck and my foot. He wrote this book. Nivedita just showed you the book. And the book, I'm saying this because I've sent this to other people who I know, and somebody said to me, how did you know my lower back was hurting? I said, I didn't. I was just said, send this to you. You can just take this book and you can just actually put it against your body, anywhere in your body. It's back, but it's for all parts of your life. But what it is I wanted to say is, for those who are catching this, it's a very simple words you can say. And it's actually, here we are. And it's actually saying, you have to say hello. You have to be respectful. So it just say hello. There my soul, mind, and body off. And I've been doing this with my pancreas because you guys know, my sugar. Although I'm not disciplined with it, which I should be, but I'm being honest here. Of my pancreas or my eyes. I've been working on my eyes and my pancreas. And just say, there the soul, mind, and body of my pancreas. I love you, or your heart, or your emotion, or anger, whatever it is you want. You're here. I do it for all of them. And just say, I love you and I appreciate you. You have the power to heal yourself. Do an amazing job. Do a great job, whatever it is you want. But, and thank you. We have to say thank you. For my hair, my eyes, and so forth, and my body, I say sometimes, please boost and rejuvenate and heal as well. You can add what it is you want to do. I'm saying this to you because I know what it is like to suffer. Right now, your knee, I know what it is. I just had this, I just put this behind my back. We have all these calligraphies. I am not here to convince anyone, but I'm saying to you, the book itself, the knowledge is in there. You'll be very surprised. You learn a lot about energy and so forth. So if any out there, and I know there's somebody out there who's having some pain, get the book and just rest it there. There's guidance in there with how to use it. But even if you don't know your soul, I'm not here to convince you to do what we do. But I'm saying to you, these are some of the tools we have, and we have many, many books that we use, that the calligraphy has very high power, healing power capabilities. So
it's healing art.
It's actually on NFT, so forth as well. And I can't, not sure why I don't usually bring the books out, because people say, what is this all about? I know I got something printed and my printer said, are you becoming Chinese now? I was like, no, it's so powerful. I can't even begin to stress that. So if you're in pain, hey, it's worth the investment for whatever it is you pay for. It depends on, if you paid. It's on Amazon, so
You
I
can get it on
totally,
Kindle and you can get it hardback. And
yes,
I'd
well,
like to share a little story.
yeah.
A friend of mine who helps me a lot, he has long-term issues with his shoulder, and he has the sciatic nerve is inflamed, so his knee and his leg is very painful. So after the yoga class on Monday, I said, "Come along and have last Friday, I said, come and have a massage." And I don't do massage very often, only to specific friends that I know. And so I put the book on his back as I was massaging his shoulder. I put the calligraphy on against his spine, and asked the power in the book, to actually relieve the pain. And he said he felt really, really good after that session. And he said he couldn't believe how good he felt. It released like the scar tissue underneath the scapula, the shoulder blades, and the pain lessened significantly down his right leg. No,
Yeah,
his left leg.
I actually wrote a testimony because that day, and it took me about 2 or 3 weeks because that day I started to and my upper back is so much better compared now. Don't get me wrong, as I'm doing energy healing for myself or something, I would feel tension because that's all blockages being healed. But my lower back, and depends on how I sit and I do silly things. So all I'm saying is, if you all have some discomfort and you want to do something really quickly, this is something to do until you could get more into that. Definitely so. So I just wanted to share that only because we've been using it as we were speaking here right now. So,
Well, we can offer a blessing because I'm a Tao calligraphy practitioner.
yeah.
So we can offer a blessing to anybody who has a back problem from the book. I can offer a blessing from the book.
Why don't we just do it?
Yes. Okay. So anyone who has a back problem, just connect with your spine and just say to yourself, "Dear soul of my spine, my spinal column, I love you. You have the power to heal yourself. Do a good job. Thank you. And dear soul of the Tao calligraphy, Tao Bei in the book, I love you, honor you, and appreciate you. Please send a blessing as is appropriate to each person who has requested a healing for their back here and now, for those who watch this later on, and for those who are here present. We are so grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Love you, love you, love you. Healing start. So just feel that this calligraphy here, this Tao calligraphy with the spinal column imprinted into it, is just sending beautiful blessings of love and light to your entire spinal column. And when it's sending to your spinal column is actually encompassing all of your body from head to toe, skin to bone, because your spinal column is connected to every part of you. And just feel the love, the compassion, the light coming from this picture here of the Tao calligraphy, Tao Bei, to bless you as is appropriate. And breathe in golden light into your spinal column and feel that golden light radiating like a sun in your spine, behind your navel, in that spot behind your navel. And as you breathe out, just feel like you're squeezing out everything that is negative or that is painful or giving you trouble in your spinal column or your body. Breathe in golden light. Breathing out all of that suffering and pain. Feel it just going away out of your body and melting away. Breathe in and breathe out. Let go of all the pain, all the discomfort of your request. Breathe in golden light. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . Breathe out everything you don't need. Breathe in golden light. Feel the golden light filling you with love, compassion, mercy, love, peace, and harmony. Breathing out everything that you don't need. Breathing in and breathing out. Now you can do that from 3 to 5 minutes on your own when watching this replay. And the wonderful thing about this book, it comes with 2 very special animations that you can access through the barcode. And one is for the chi channel, which contains all the chakras in the body, all the light bodies, all the what we call soul houses. And the other one is the practice for breathing in golden light of the calligraphy and breathing out everything else. So you don't have to think too much about it. You just follow the beautiful animations that are offered with this book, which are a gift with this book. And that gift is just a link that you connect with. And it's very powerful and very healing. And you've got nothing to lose except giving yourself a couple of minutes of breathing, but you've got everything to gain from this treasure in this book. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And we give thanks to our teacher for producing this book. It's a miracle book. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, I have to say this.
And we give thanks for the healing.
Thank you. Absolutely. Thank you. You're talking about this. Just to give an example, and I urge you all to share this and take advantage of this lesson. So Nivedita is talking about the spine. And she did the invocation. We have to do invocation. We have to give thanks. We have to be, gracious. We have to be respectful. And gratitude goes a long way. But when she said breathe, immediately it went to my pancreas. I could feel like somebody cut my pancreas. Like I could feel, well, it feels like that, but it's like it went straight to my pancreas. And I'm touching my bone here, right? Just under my ribs here, where that spot is. And it's tender. I am not kidding you. She was focusing on the spine, and I was focusing on the spine. But from the time she said breathe in, it went straight to there. Right now, this area is a bit sensitive because there's healing happening there as well. True story. I'm feeling it right now. I'm touching it, and I could feel it right there. Because your pancreas is close to your spleen in that area. So it's very sensitive right now. This is not any joke we're talking about. And I wanted, like I said, today is a day like anything goes in a sense because why?
It's a spontaneous day.
It's a spontaneous day because we have so much to share. One of the things we will be doing coming up in the future, and I have to add Nivedita, I have my spinning wheel. And again,
I love this.
I know. And this is what, when you have your comments and you interact with us, guess what? You can win something. So if somebody puts a comment there, you get to spin the wheel. Now, don't get me wrong. We're still working on whatever it's there, but there's a lot of consultation and so forth there. And we also have the elephant in the room and the conflict resolution and living the truth. And I haven't added Nivedita in there, but you know what? It could be myself and Nivedita. I'm sure she's okay. So if anybody want to put a comment there, you have the opportunity to win because I want to use this. Okay. It is so cool.
So I'm just looking at our show live on Stepping Into Your Worth Network, and we don't have any comments published.
That's okay. That's all right. It's okay. Even if you don't know the comments, like I said, if somebody wants to get back, I just want to say, if you want to be shy, there's people watching. If they
actually, Rosetta loves this idea. Do you have any? Yes.
Okay. So if you love the idea, Rosemary, is it Rosemary? Or is it somebody else?
Rosetta.
Okay, so we also have a Rosemary here as well. So I'm not sure if it's the same person. That's not the same person, is it?
No.
Okay. So Rosetta, since you jumped up on there, would you like me to spin the wheel? Nivedita will Well, you put the comment, I can see it, and Nivedita can read it out too as well. So would you like to spin the wheel?
So Rosetta, would you like to spin the wheel? Just put a yes in the chat box.
If you don't want it, then it goes to Rosemary. So that's Rosetta. Let's see. You know what? Since we're doing it first time, we'll give both Rosetta and Rosemary. Okay, we'll give both of them.
Says yes, please. Rosetta says yes, please.
I feel bad that we don't have Rosemary getting to, and she did say something. Okay.
Well, we'll do Rosemary as well.
Okay. All right. So for this particular one, since I haven't really put Nivedita here, if you do get a Nivedita, is it okay if they pick doing a session with you and myself?
Yes.
Elementary session?
Absolutely.
Here we go.
Absolutely.
So here is what you're going to do. Both of you. See how much fun we have here? Is it what coming up? Here's what we're going to do. Close your eyes, both of you. Well, we'll set it first. Close your eyes and have an intention. And if I were you, I would have an intention for the elephant in the room. If I were you, or even conflict resolution, or one of the other ones that, it's a little bit, living your truth. And Nivedita can tell you about all of those, only simply because the value in that is incredible. So have your intention. Okay, ready? Let's go. Ready, Nivedita? Let's go.
Yes.
Did it go around once? Let me see. Let me try that again. Let me go. Okay, I'll try this way. Okay, just to make sure. Ready? Let's go.
It's not moving.
It is.
Oh, yes. Now it is. Now it is.
So you have a 30 minutes consultation, and you can have it with myself or Nivedita.
Yes. So just let us know.
Yeah. So let us know. So Rosemary, you do the same thing. Have an intention for what it is you want in your core. Oh, I could feel it. I could feel my pancreas. Oh my goodness. I swear I felt like I just got punched in the air or had surgery. You do the same thing. Have an intention for what it is you want. Why is Nivedita putting on the show again? She's playing with it. Nivedita, turn off the video.
Just a minute.
I swear I felt like I just got punched in the air or had surgery. She's just playing around with, oh my God. Okay, there we go, Rosemary. Ready? There we go. You get 30 minutes with myself or Nivedita as well.
So Rosetta is in Australia. I'm not quite sure of the Rosemary. I don't know her second name. So I don't know, not quite sure where she is. Rosemary, can you put in where you are, where you're living?
It doesn't matter where they live.
No, because everything's online anyway.
We are grateful for having you as well.
Yes.
So you can message us privately and say, who you want to have that consultation with us. And
yes, we're very happy about that.
Definitely. So, she's in the Philippines. Rosemary's in the Philippines. Lovely. So so let me ask you right now. So we'll keep track of it. So Rosetta, who would you like to work with? Myself or the beautiful, talented Nivedita? And the same thing goes for you, Rosemary. So let us know and we will arrange that.
Yes.
Promise that. So let us know. Or if you want to message me privately, that's okay. But so wasn't that fun? And you can talk about, unless you can talk about whatever it is that's bothering you. It could be that you have a very specific problem. I don't know your backgrounds. I don't know what it is, your modalities you have, your students of different healing modalities. I don't know anything about you guys. So whatever it is you would like to that 30 minutes, be prepared. Bring your game in. Is that Rosetta? Rosetta is the one, I'm not seeing her name. So I guess Rosetta is the one I'm not seeing the name and Rosemary. Okay, lovely. We can, definitely send me your contact and connect with me on Facebook and as well. And Rosemary, let us know. Beautiful. So this is what we want to do. We want engagement from you all. We want to give you the opportunity to, by the end of this show, I want you all to feel like it was worth spending the hour with us. Okay, Rosemary, say me as well. Thank you. Nivedita, I don't know what to tell you about that one, but
no, it was great fun. Yeah, because Dianne sprung this onto me as well, so I wasn't quite sure what she was doing. She said she had a surprise. So
yeah, and you know what? I at the end of the day, I always wanted one of these things, and I thought it was kind of cool. And
as you can gather, Dianne is very childlike. She enjoys her happiness and joy of a child.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. But definitely, it's just one of these things. We also have the opportunity, if you guys haven't done it, we also have cards. I also have this numerology where we can look at your date of birth and the year of birth and so forth. It's kind of really cool. Your significant number. We also have oracle cards. We also have, of course, with our hands, whatever it is we need to talk about. If there's something very specific that you want to talk about, cool. All I'm saying is take advantage of those. What I'm saying to you is when you're going into a consultation, I want you to come prepared with what it is you want to talk about, or you can tell me ahead of time. That way you get the most and the best out of it. So I remember somebody had said to me a long time ago is that if they go to the lawyers, sometimes they look at the clock and they bill you by the hour. And the chit chat and stuff, you go in there and you just start talking about what the issue is, even for a therapist. So I'm not a therapist, okay? I don't want to be branded or labeled as a therapist because I am so out of the box. It's not even funny. But the point is, know what you're coming in for. When that happens, you get a lot. You get so much more out of it. You know what it is you're coming for, because then you've already analyzed the situation. So you guys be prepared for a ride. A ride you probably may never forget. I don't know what it's going to be. We do when we have these sessions, we do some. I did some sessions before. It was a week of different things we're putting together, and I'm telling you, that was a ride and a half. So thank you all for playing with us, and for playing.
We had a lot of fun.
Absolutely, and every week we'll see that it is, and I want to make sure everybody. So you two are the lucky two for this week, and definitely so. So, Nivedita, what is, and we haven't rehearsed any of this, okay? So I just want everybody to know this. That's what you need? Awesome. And you know what? Rosetta, the faster you connect with me is the faster we can do this. Definitely so. One of the things I wanted to, we want to talk about, like I said, I'm saying we because she doesn't know any of this, what I'm saying, because I just go left field. There's a lot of wisdom, and we're all about healing, but we're all about life as well. And, I didn't even know what I was going to say a moment ago, but then I remember seeing the Live in Your Truth on the board. One of the things about, and this must be resonating with someone because I don't know why it's coming out my mouth. Living your truth is so important. And I'm going to do a session with this, a workshop about speaking your truth and speaking from your mind. There's a difference. When you speak your truth, you live your truth. When you speak from your mind, you have conflict. Sometimes, I'm not going to say it's 100%, because some people are a little bit more versed, a little bit more disciplined. But the average, when we speak from our mind, that's what we're doing. We speak from our mind. And half the time when we speak from our mind, it's not coming from who we are. So when we focus and we say, talk from the heart. It's not from the mind. So I want you all to write down, if you can, or later on, a clear distinction of what you believe when you're talking, or analyze this, giving you a few tips. When you say something, where is it coming from? Is it speaking from your heart, your truth? Your heart never lies. Your unconscious mind never lies. Your subconscious mind doesn't lie. Your soul doesn't lie. It's all the same thing, by the way. Your gut does not lie. Your intuition doesn't lie. You can't lie to it. It's who you are. So when we talk from the mind, that's where we get monkey mind. And believe me, I'm guilty of that. Monkey mind, monkey mind, monkey mind. Until I have to put my focus back into my heart. And then I start to feel the sensation and the tension in my heart. And I know, okay, it's coming from my heart. Am I perfect at doing this? I would tell you, I am great at doing this for everybody else. And this is the thing. We can do it great for everybody else. I've helped Nivedita in pretty much everything she does. But for ourselves, as individuals, as healers, as business owners, as everything else, we have to get help from the outside. And I will say something here publicly, which is a big issue we have. You get what you pay for. And I am not kidding you. I know people in all the groups that I am part of, and part of my groups, and they would say point blank, they want this, and yet they're still spinning their wheels. They don't have to work with me, but they got to work with somebody. And I'm saying to you, remember, if you want to move on in life, you have to invest in yourself. I'm not saying you have to pay thousands and thousands and thousands. I am saying that you have, it doesn't matter if it's $5, $10. I'll tell you a simple little story that happened to me almost about a year ago, probably. The Canvas story. Some of you may know it, and some of you may not know it. $49, $47 or $49. Was it what, $49 or 20 something dollars? I can't remember which one first. Literally opened up a whole another area in my life that I didn't even know. And if it wasn't for that, it's changed my life completely. Because before that, I couldn't do anything on creating anything on Canva. I couldn't. So all I'm saying to you is, if you have a budget, find out what you can get for that and invest in yourself. Only because this is what you know you need to do. This is for you. Nobody's going to do it for you. We have invested a lot in ourselves. And I'm saying this not because I want you to pay to be with me. That's not what this is about. Yeah, it'd be great if you can. But I'm telling you, when you invest in yourself, like I did in my NLP and Diannes and all these things, it holds you accountable and it will push you. It's no joke. Yes, you can. So why don't you tell us what it is you want to do? Okay, go ahead. You have the floor. Go ahead.
Oh, so today I thought when you were talking about readings, I thought, oh, okay, would we like to have a reading? So today I'm doing a reading from the Crystal Mandala Oracle, and the card that came up was number 49. It's a beautiful card, and this is the Goddess Maya and Ruby Aura Quartz, and it's called Searing Presence. So just close your eyes and just listen with your heart. We bring you the empowerment of searing.
Sorry, can I just interject there for a moment? You hear what you said? Listen with your heart, not your mind. I know you're hearing me in the background. Listen and pay attention with your heart. Do your best to block everything that comes outside to the mind as best as you can. Tell yourself to focus from the heart, and you will see the difference from the heart. This is living your truth through your heart. You will absorb it more, it will integrate more, and you will see what can happen. So, my apologies, but I just want people to, start preparing yourself and work with yourself. Sorry, Nivedita, go ahead.
We bring you the empowerment of searing presence. This empowerment enables you to see truth unveiled, naked divinity in all its beauty and mystery. In your willingness to become present, you will witness the truth that will set your spirit free and make your heart come alive with divine love. No lie, deception, fear, or agenda remains hidden in searing presence. The ruthless compassion which distills pure truth. With this empowering, you're going to see what you need to see. You're going to be able to see the truth that there's only love seeking to be free, to heal, and discover itself. You will feel the grace that permeates your life and assists all beings. All impatience, doubt, uncertainty, and confusion shall give way, becoming soft like wax melted by a lit candle, and only the beautiful light of truth shall remain. Sometimes in our fear and resistance, we step away from the very thing we need to look at most closely. Perhaps we're afraid of what we might see. Maybe we're afraid that we will witness something terrible about ourselves, that we're not a good person, not lovable or worthy. Or perhaps we are afraid to see the truth that we can no longer avoid, and we know we need to take action that we don't feel quite confident or trusting enough to take. Although some truths can be uncomfortable for the mind, there is a deeper truth that brings only comfort. We access that depth of insight through searing presence. What this means is a willingness to stay put, delve deeper, not judge, analyze, or complain, and instead just bear a steady, neutral witness to what is. In that space of attentive but relaxed reflection, the truth rises to the surface. The more soft, loving, yet unflinching your gaze, the more swiftly this can happen. No matter how fearful the mind may be at what might be revealed, the deepest truth is always that of love. What you see will cure you of shame or doubt, fear and resistance. You will understand that at the core of all pain, love is there, pushing to break free. So the oracle of searing presence is coming to you with a practice. I call upon, just repeat after me silently, I call upon the crystal angel of ruby aura quartz and goddess Maya, who love me unconditionally. Thank you for the healing, the divine healing empowerment of searing presence. May I see truth and know that truth is love. May I become capable of perceiving through the clear eyes of my spiritual being. May I be empowered to witness reality as a revelation of unconditional love. May I resonate at a level of loving awareness which soothes and comforts the mind and body. May all beings bear witness to the unconditional love that is their nature and their ultimate reality. Through divine grace and my own free will, so be it. So just feel the energy of this beautiful card and this beautiful practice. Imagine that the mandala is radiating from your heart out to everybody, from the center of your chest at your heart chakra. And breathe in and out several times. Now say aloud to yourself, I choose of my own free will through this and any lifetime and through all layers of my entire being to release self-judgment and belief in fear as a reality. I open myself to perceive and receive the deepest, truest reality that is unconditional love. May this truth bring all beings comfort and peace through divine empowerment and unconditional love. So be it. So just feel and listen with your heart to any message coming through to you now. You may not receive a message spoken, but you may receive a symbol or a thought or a frequency. Just feel whatever's coming to you from this crystal oracle. May divine love bring the gift of searing presence to the hearts and minds of all who suffer. May unconditional love be consciously known and received by all, according to divine grace and in service to the divine feminine wisdom evolving through humanity at this time. So be it, so be it, so be it. Take the message you've received deep into your heart chakra. And just remember this personal message for yourself. And when you've received your message, say to yourself 3 times, my searing presence unveils divine love as the ultimate reality, bringing peace and comfort to the world. My searing presence unveils divine love as the ultimate reality, bringing peace and comfort to the world. My searing presence unveils divine love as the ultimate reality, bringing peace and comfort to the world. And if you like, you can share how you're feeling from this beautiful reading in the chat box. How, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you so much. The message I got, it's the same thing in 2 different ways. I am at peace and I am peaceful, meaning that I am exactly where right this moment. I just feel so at ease. And why? Because we love doing this. We love having fun. And I will invite Rosetta as well as Rosemary, both of you, to be a guest. Yes, be prepared. We'll contact you with this when we have the conversation, to come and appear on the show with us. Listen, I tell you, you want healing? Grab the opportunity to be on with us. I'm telling you, you don't know what's going to happen. Like, you don't know. And, it will be in the next couple of weeks if you have the opportunity to do so. If it's congruent to who you are, as well as the opportunities there, we can arrange that, definitely. So Nivedita, it's always that time. And please do, as in the replay as well, if when you do the exercise with us. Okay, Rosemary, good. We will talk about that. Please do connect with me on social media, Facebook and so forth, so we can book your session as soon as you would like to. It's all about action. Nivedita know me. If she says something, boom, I would say back and so forth. Right, boom. There's no wasting time. So Nivedita,
yes, listen immediately to the direction of your soul and act upon that.
Absolutely. Action is where you will prosper.
Absolutely.
I'm going to put that comment up there so we can all see it properly. So this is from Rosetta, I believe. This was so appropriate and divine timing. It was a perfect message to trust as what we no longer servicing me is falling apart and not to let fear become my reality. I have something already in mind for you, Rosetta, that is going to help you. It's helped people without even doing any sessions. And it's the scorpions, and that's going to help you. I do timeline therapy as well, where we work with the gestalt, anger, sadness, fear, hurt, guilt, and limiting decisions. There's another version in all the modalities, a similar version to certain things done in a slightly different way. But there's one, it's going to help you because we got to clear all of this. We got to clear the emotions. We got to release it, and that's going to be part of your, well, it's going to be addition to your 30 minutes. I promise you that. We'll do it regardless of what. But again, here is what I want to say beforehand. I'm sorry, Nivita. This is an analogy. People come into your life for a very specific reason. An opportunity. Now, I don't talk about possibilities, okay? Possibility means there is a yes, no. The opportunity. This is an opportunity. And you guys ran with it and you grabbed it. Good for you. When they come in, it comes in for a specific purpose. So don't hold any attachment to this. Whether it be a spouse, whether it be kids, whether it be a job, whether it be a car, whether it be whatever the case may be. Even weight, even health. It's there for a reason. It's there for you now to take that and do something with it. And from the lessons and the learnings that you have actually learned. That's what it is. And Rosemary is saying this. Nivedita, to your reading, she saw a mix of white, pink, and gold dancing in front of her. The message I got was compassion and humility. Beautiful.
Beautiful.
And actually, when you were reading that, it talked about living, speaking your truth or living your truth. Somewhere along the line, I believed in the beginning, I heard that. So all I'm saying to you, getting back to what I was saying, is that sometimes you work, we as human beings, we hold on to things that's no longer congruent to us, that no longer serves us, that no longer works for us, that no longer is part of who we are. And it's funny, I saw something today. I have to say this. I have to read this. It's by Steve Harvey. And he says that if you take an oak tree seed and put it in a 2-foot pot or foot pot, my English is bad, that seed will never become the oak tree that oak tree are capable of becoming. So you put it in a little pot. Think of this as a pot. It's an amazing cup. Keeps hot and warm. If you put it in there, how is it going to grow? It's going to be confined, right? Becoming. There's nothing wrong with the seed. It's a seed just fell prey to the environment. So the seed could only do what it can do within that little space it has. Right? I'm trying to read my scribble here. So don't allow your environment to dictate the oak tree that you can become. Let me repeat that. Don't let your environment dictate who you become. All of you have this wonderful gift, but you got to use it. It's all inside of you. Everything is inside of you, but we don't use it. We expect somebody to come in to use it for us. We expect somebody to come in and tell us what to do. We expect somebody to come in and say, no, you got to put water on the plant. Hello. Take your seed which is your knowledge, your wisdom, your passion, whatever it is you have inside you. Take your gift and get away from the people, from these people that's in your life that ain't doing anything for you. Now, what I'm saying to you, they may have in the past done what they're supposed to do to get you to where you need to be. Does not mean that you have to be angry or upset or this. But everything comes with drama. And it's because it's just a test for you. So if you have to move away from that now to take you to the next level, and it could be working with someone, it could be a coach, a mentor. I know that's happened to me. I had one of the top coaches and so forth. But it's just so much you can do. You have to move forward because of a different state in your life. Get away from the people in your life that's hating and have envy and jealousy and all those things for you. Get away from them. That's the weeds. Get away from the weeds. Clean up your weeds. Go plant a little something in your home and take care of that. And the analogy for that is put it in a pot and put things around it and see how it grows. Actually, you could do two. And then take another one and let it give it light and you're going to see the difference. I know it happened to me. Get away from, this is a big one, get away from the family members that never followed their dreams. And get away from them because their dreams is not your dreams. And if they want to sit there and do nothing, that is not who you are. He had to do it. We all had to do it. So again, think of it as where do you want to plant your seed? Where do you want to be? Who do you want to be around? What is congruent to you now? Because that's
And
what you said.
Vision it growing.
Yeah, and this is what you said. It's time to start investing. Things around you no longer serves your purpose because you are now. One of the things people don't understand, and we'll go over a little bit, is that when there's certain values, we call it, and there's different dimensions and there's in different analogies. It's measurable in different ways. And if you're here, if this is you, and this is me, this is Nivedita, and I work, and this is me and Nivedita now, and this is me. But Nivedita might still be here, but I'm here. So either she catches up with me because I'm going here, but she might jump over me, and it's okay. But it may happen in years, it may happen in a couple of months. All I'm saying is if this is you climbing up the ladder, and whoever wants to hang out here and go to the bar and do whatever, let them be. Because your journey is here. This is not. And the different values, this is like a number 3. And this is like a number 5 and 6 to 7. There's another comparison compared to what you all know it from your teachings and learnings. And this is true. There's nothing wrong with them, but let them be. And we always listen to people who believe they know more than we do. And they don't know our journey. They don't know our soul. They don't know our mind. They don't know what we want. They don't understand that. So I just wanted to bring that and say, be the oak tree where you want to be, the biggest oak tree you can possibly be. And I tell you, it definitely is not in a 2-foot size pot. Absolutely. And Musada says, well, that would be amazing to releasing the fear and grab the opportunities that are coming very fast the last 2 weeks. You all have worked very hard to get to where you are today. All of us. Don't let
That's
anything hold
exactly
us.
right.
Don't let
Yes.
anything hold us back. I am telling you, just doing my training for this is be purifying and pushing us. And yes, there are opportunities coming left, right, and center. The thing is, you have to understand that your mindset last week, a few months ago, 6 months ago, a year ago, is not the same. You have evolved. Just like, people say evolution, we've evolved, whether you believe it or not, it's the same thing.
And if you get the opportunity, do the next vision board sessions.
I
You
was
can
going
visualize it.
I was going to say, that vision board is not what people think it is. I was going to say too as well, but I didn't have the new date until I finished what I'm supposed to do. But I'm going to do a vision board, and I can guarantee you all want to be on that vision board session. Niveditas has 4 vision boards, but it's not the same kind of vision board that you all believe it is. It's deeper than that. So that's it for me. Nivedita, would you like to say something before we go? And my apologies for going over the hour. However, whatever we had to say, guess we had to say it.
I'd just like to say thank you, Dianne. As always, you bring in something that's really new and refreshing with every session. We have a lot of fun. And the scope for these sessions is to open the mind more to what's out there, what's available, how far you can go in your own journey. And this is everyone's journey, but you're given the opportunity to be able to rise above what you're stuck in. So it's like our teacher always says, that we're in the mud, or the analogy of the lotus flower coming out of the mud and then flowering to that beautiful flower. And this is the potential for everybody. And it's about the lotus flower urging to come out of the mud, going up through the water, and just opening up to the sun. And the sun is like the radiance of the divine, if you like. And it's just so beautiful. And everybody has that. Everybody has the opportunity to grow. Everyone has the opportunity to flourish. Everyone has the opportunity to create, because that's what we are. We're creators. And we have that availability within our consciousness and our unconscious mind to create what we want to.
Beautiful. And I want everybody to plan this in their mind. I want you to understand this. They have interchangeable meanings, but I don't want anybody say there's a possibility anymore about anything in life. There's no possibility. Even when something at my graduation in high school was the impossible dream. And I tell you, every dream is possible. But I want you to now replace that word possibility with opportunity. If it's one thing you got from today, it's that. Look at everything as an opportunity, not a possibility. Same. Even the way they say the word possibility, you still have like, yes, no. Opportunity. Be ready to take the risk. We did in every way, emotional, financial, everywhere, mental, everything. We did. So I don't want to bore you all any longer. I want to say thank you all so much for joining us. Please share this. Go back and listen to the replay for those who may have missed the blessing. And for everyone who the opportunity, please do reach out with me as soon as possible. Let's get you going where you need to be, whether it be today or tomorrow. I'm ready to take you where you need to be. Don't waste time.
And congratulations, Rosemary and Rosetta, for
Absolutely.
being here. You received beautiful gifts.
Absolutely. So on that note, my lovely girl, thank you so much. You never know what's going to happen here. Like literally, you never know what's going to happen here. But I want to thank everyone for coming on. And I want to say thank you all for joining us as always. You'd be surprised. And for you too, be ready to come on soon to join us on the show as a guest, and let's see how we can help you. And maybe you have some things you can share with us. that will help everybody else. So
everybody has gifts to share.
we all have gifts. Your story also will inspire someone. Never forget that. That's why you went through the suffering and the struggles to create that story for you to build on it and get wiser. So, on that note, I will stay quiet now. Have a great week, everyone. And you know what? We got this wheel. Yes. Don't forget, we got this wheel. Thank you so much, everyone, for your comments. And no, great that we have the opportunity to do this with you. Thank you again. Take care.
Love you. Bye-bye.
Bye.